gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you 6.
Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
The point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They will look to throw. Montana. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was none other than Mean Joe Green making the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Warner to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Warner. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
And this returnable for Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. Speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a 1st down throw, Warner. That is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Warner. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Warner, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Warner. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw, Warner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on second down, Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Warner. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. They'll try to pound it in with Olstad. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mike Olstad punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Again, Peterson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They toss it left side to Peterson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the legend Joe Montana and this offense down by 11. A little over 80 ticks to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Oh, Hill, great grab. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Connecting with Hill. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Montana. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Play action. It's Montana. In trouble, and he's taken down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll just about...
Let's be smart. Let's pull it, boys. That's what it is, baby. On the jump. Listen. 60 Eagles. 60. Intended work by Olsen. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion. The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Raiders 26, Bears 14.
Here we go, set! 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger!
Marino's pass, complete to Randy Moss. It's a gain. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line. Will line up for the two-point conversion.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. In motion left comes Moss. Play action. Now Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Richardson off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moss. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Richardson on 4th down. That is caught, and he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
They go play action with Richardson. Flushed out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Off play action, Richardson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Richardson to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They start the drive with Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Great tackle by Derek Brooks.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Warner. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Warner to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On second down, Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Warner from the gun. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Richardson looking to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Richardson to the air on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on second down, Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Warner. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now Warner. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, Warner. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Now Warner. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Richardson. That's down the field to Moss, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bills. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 3. To throw, Warner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run again with Peterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. They're going to try and throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Play action. Now Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Michael Irvin, 46 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return, And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Warner. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Warner. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marshawn Lynch, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the 1st half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Richardson off the play fake. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense.